Losers. Let's go with that one now.
All right, number 1, Houston Rockets.
Oh, you put them. Okay, I did
They're
not,
a loser.
I didn't
No.
think I didn't think they were a loser.
They're a loser.
I did not
Bro,
think they were a loser.
I
You're
don't-
probably the only one
if
I think
you're-
that thinks they're a loser.
if-
I'll be dead honest with you.
If you're putting Dylan Brooks $20 million a year, I can't consider you a winner. And reason why I'm saying this, like, okay, there was that little salary cap thing they had to meet, right?
Yeah.
Did they meet it with Fred?
I don't know, but
With the
here's
Fed contract. But
okay. I'll
no.
let you finish your point because I'm gonna give you the
I
counterpoint to
know.
why other people are making that they're saying that they're not a winner, but there shouldn't be a loser. But I'll give you the point. Go ahead.
I don't know. For me, like, the names that you were linked to, you didn't really get, right? And now you put yourself in a position with getting these 2 contracts.
I disagree with that. Who were they really linked to outside of the guys they got? Brooke Lopez.
But they could have traded for James Harden. That's
Well,
not going
that
to
was-
happen now because they don't
I'm
have the cap.
glad they didn't. If
They
they,
don't have
did,
the
I would have
cap
put them on the
space.
losers if they traded
They,
for James
don't-
Harden.
they won't have the cap space. Obviously, Jaylen Brown was a name that they were heavily linked to.
Again, it was you don't know what.
Yeah, no, but
those
I'm saying
guys
now they
want.
put themselves in a position where they can't trade
They
for
chose
those
to
guys.
go to the run. They chose to go to the young route.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm just saying, like if Jaylen Brown was available, I'm pretty sure they would want to
he
get
wasn't
him,
available,
especially with Ime
clearly.
Udoka. But like there could be a chance he could be available during out the season or the end of next season.
Okay, so
So then now they kind of handcuff
is
themselves.
your main
in the
issue the
future
Dylan Brooks contract, or is it also Fred?
Both of them, they're
Okay,
massive
so
overpays.
here's the counterpoint I want to make, and I'm not saying basing my opinion on other people, but I'm also listening to what they're saying to see if I'm not wrong. You're the Houston Rockets. You ain't doing shit. You need to pay people. The only the agreement I have with you about the Dylan Brooks contract is the 4 years. I thought it should have been 2 years. I don't care about the $20 million because they clearly, the reason why I don't put them in the losers, they chose their route. They decided not to break up the young core, which I'm glad they didn't, to go get old James Harden now.
Okay,
It's
doesn't
not
have-
gonna be
okay,
the, it's
doesn't have
not
to be
the
James
original
Harden.
James Harden from the Rockets.
Yeah, no, but like here's my thing. There's 2-year contract and a 3-year contract and a 4-year contract, right? If one of these guys take a step forward, and like the young guys, right? In 2 years, like how these Thunder players are taking a step forward, and they're like, okay, they could easily package something, and get a big name guy, right? They can't do that in the next 2 years now.
Well, here's the thing. It's the NBA. Contracts could easily get moved. That's not the NHL. Number 2, I understand the Dylan Brooks antics, but you cannot deny his defense.
And I'm not saying the antics. I'm just saying they can't add anyone in those 2 years if they
Well, here's
really
the
want
thing.
to.
Fred-
Because like sooner or later, Jalen Green's gonna get a max extension if he's pans out. Jabari Smith Jr. Obviously, Eamon Thompson's gonna have some time.
I still see your point, but here's the thing. The reason why I'm disagreeing with you is because they chose their direction. They're going to get slightly better with these guys because they need to show them some winning culture. Say what you want about Dylan Brooks. He's been second place in his team for the last 2 years. Plus, he was an all-defensive player, I believe he was. Right? Fred, same, provides that defense. There's a reason why Ime Udoka went after these guys. Brooke Lopez is supposedly supposed to sign there, except he snaked them and said he used them for more money, essentially. That's why they had to go after like a Dylan Brooks. And I personally don't mind it because they're not going to be great. They're not going to be a play-in team. This helps the young core in that sense. The only thing I agree with you is I don't agree with a 4-year term. And on top of that, you brought in Jeff Green for a year. You brought in Jock Landale for 4 years as their center. So I just don't see them as a loser for that reason. Simple.
Yeah,
If they were a team that was really heavily like, I'm going to heavily get James Harden, which was never the case. Those are blown out of proportion rumors. Jaylen Brown was blown out of proportion rumors because the Celtics are willing to offer
my
him the
thing is
max.
like how you said, there's people can be available like you said
Yeah, but that
like Donovan Mitchell maybe. Or
But does
depending
Donovan
on-
Mitchell
No, but I'm
realistically
saying
wanna
like it
go
doesn't.
there?
Who knows? We don't know that. Like this could be a team.
I literally said
they
he
could
wants
have been-
New York.
Yeah, no, but they could have been a team that like could make that
But
move,
here's
but
my
they
que-
handcuffed.
but here's my question
They
for you.
handcuffed themselves because of these contracts because now they don't have that much money that they used to have.
Hypothetical situation. Let's say they take the Thunder jump. Let's just say one of those young guys.
I mean,
Alperen
these
Sengun-
guys could take that jump.
Wait. Let me finish. Let's say Alperen Sengun takes the Shea jump. You add in Donovan Mitchell somehow. Is that team a championship contender?
I mean, I would expect Jalen Green to be better than I would expect.
You would
The other guy-
expect. So it's big hypotheticals. The reason why they brought Fred in for that much money, there's a reason why they paid him the extra $10 million that Toronto wasn't gonna give him. Because they wanted a winner in there for 3
Yeah,
years.
so then
to show.
okay, so you paid Fred, right? Then why would you give that to Dylan Brooks?
Defense, add more defense. They have 0 guys there.
Yeah, no, but like you didn't have to give that much.
I didn't
and
have. You don't have to give. No, I
risk
just.
that
I don't
much.
care about the 20 million because they weren't gonna do shit anyways. I disagree with the 4 mil.
Yeah,
4
exactly. That's a
years.
lot.
That's the only thing.
That's part of the contract.
It's
I
Houston.
just-
That's why I didn't care for it. That's why I
I
disagree
know
with you.
for me
there.
because the fact that you got both of them now, my point is that like you kind of handcuff yourself to get that star that you could have
But
got.
they're not. I'm gonna be real with you. They're not getting a star, whether they're available or not.
I know, but like there's a chance that Houston could be a destination in 2 years. Could it not be?
Are you realistic? How much Houston did you watch realistically?
I didn't watch Houston, but I know that they have some young guys. When they play the
but
Raptors,
they were
they showed a
willing
game
to
to the
trade away
Raptors.
Jalen Green because they were like, we don't know if he's gonna be star. Stop playing with your mic, man.
Bro, man, I'm getting mad because right, that's why.
You're playing with your mic. I'm here.
Bro, I'm trying to talk, then you start talking, then I'm like, what
No,
am I
but
supposed to do?
I'm just saying to you that that's the case. They're not gonna. The reason they went this young route and they wanted 3 vets that were in the winning experience to come in and they paid them. So be it. They project that they're not going to be good in a couple of years, anyways. By the time that comes up, sure, 2-3 years for Dylan Brooks is fine for me. I don't care about the 20 million because they were not going to go anywhere. Is my point to you.
No, whatever, man. Like I don't like the move because I felt like they could have made a big jump potentially in these next 2 years, and I feel like now they handcuff themselves. That's why.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
feel
go to
like
the next one. What's your loser?
I feel like they don't want that. They anticipate that they're not going to have the next jump. That's why they gave these guys the money.
But with the squad they have, I think they can.
Okay, we'll see. I can't wait for the preseason predictions, but
I'm not saying year 1. I'm just saying like in 2, 3.
2 years, Fred's gonna be off the books, and that last year, Dylan Brooks could get moved, especially if Dylan Brooks could revive himself.
Dylan Brooks would get moved for 20 mil a year for
He
like
could
at
revive
least-
himself. The cap
at least,
could go up.
At least 2-year contract. I ain't doing that trade at all for a man that's supposed to be
The cap could go
for a
up.
man where Memphis is like, oh, go get out of here because we ain't bringing you back.
Okay, but if he rebuilds himself back up, a team will pay for him.
Who knows? I don't
That's
know.
my point. You can't just say because
That's also if too. Then you're putting.
so that's exactly my point.
Because
That's what they bet on. Dylan Brooks is betting on himself. He got a bag, and he's trying to bet.
so you want a guy who does all these locker room antics as a guy.
Guess what? You have Ime Udoka there, and you have Jeff Green there.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
sure
guess
he'll
what,
be
yeah.
better in that, and I'm hoping he learns from it.
Are you hoping?
There's
That's-
if.
you're
Listen,
hoping.
everything's gonna get judged in hindsight. We all know this, right? I respect your decision, opinion there, because I've heard some people say for you. I just disagree with it because they're the Houston Rockets, and I don't think they're gonna take that massive of a jump.